是过后我来对好了。嗯，why？每次那个 Go Live 的时候，你们选择应该是选择 Public 吧？
Public 呀，
啊，
开始了已经。
我知道，我只是觉得一直没人看，所以我觉得我们不是用 Public。
不用对了，不用对了，那个时候才对吧？
不用不用，
不是我对高度的，我是对高度的。
嗯。
看高度这个。
高度差不多。这样子。这样。
放在哪里？
关门。
来。
好了。
开始吧。
Hello everyone, this is Tracy from Changzhou Hongsheng Machine Fitting Factory. We also known as Changzhou Junpei Auto Parts Limited Company. 先放旁边吧，小哥，过会我可能还站起来。先放旁边吧。Our main products is wheel nuts, wheel bolts, wheel locks, and wheel spacers. We mainly export products to Canada, Australia, United States, Russia, Japan, and other European countries. Now I will introduce the wheel nuts for the repeated wheel hub, and then my colleague Carol will introduce nuts for fold, and then my colleague Tina will introduce nuts for Toyota, and then my colleague Liu will introduce the plating of chrome plating. And at last, my colleague Joy will introduce the wheel spacer and the introduction of our sample room and our company. Now I will introduce nuts for you. This is nuts for Chevrolet. It is most popular. And if you rift wheel hub and need longer nuts, I recommend these nuts. The total length is 44. And this is nuts for Chrysler. And this is ET style nuts. And this nuts is for Honda. This is a both seat nuts. And this 1, 2, 3, 4. This is for food. There is 3 nuts for food. Could you see the difference? 1, 2, 3. This is steel nuts with stainless steel cap, and there is a revolving sleeve here. And some clients said for these stainless steel cap nuts, the stainless steel cap will fall off while driving car. So they need a 2-piece nuts, a 1-piece nuts. This is a 1-piece nut with revolving sleeve. It is all steel. And some clients said, I don't like the revolving sleeve. Do you have nuts without revolving sleeve? Yes, we have. This is 1-piece nuts with big cone seat. For these 3 nuts, which one do you like? You could tell me. And this is bigger nuts for fold. And this is nuts for Land Rover. These 2 nuts are both for Land Rover. Do you know the difference between them? This is a 1-piece nut, and this is a 2-piece nut with stainless steel cap. Which one do you like? When you wrap wheel hub and you need longer nuts, I recommend these two nuts. The total length is 48 and they look similar. Do you know the difference between them?
调错了那个，在这了。刚才是这个。
不会吧？可是
不知道。刚才可以，最开始是可以，你现在已经完全写到了。
please see this difference. This is a closed-end nuts and this is an open-end nuts. Which one do you like? I recommend closed-end nuts because the closed and the top could prevent the water and dust going to the nuts. And for wheel bolts, we also have this is cone seat. It is fit for BMW and Volvo. This is also cone seat with longer stride length. We have stride length from 20 to 60. And this is a both seat wheel bolt. It is fit for Benz and Porsche. The both seat could be SR12, SR14, SR13. Sometimes when I wrap the wheel hub, the wheel nuts can't put into the wheel hub because the hub hole is smaller than normal one. So I need a nut with small diameter. Yes, we have. First, this tuner nut is very popular. The diameter is only 20 millimeter, but it is open-end nut. And when washing car and raining, the water will go into the nuts from the top head. So the nut is easy to rust. So clients need closed-end nuts. Yes, we make these closed-end nuts. The diameter is also 20 millimeter and it is 6 ply. The closed-end nut could prevent water and dust going to the nuts. And it's very beautiful after installation. There is a picture to show the difference between one closed-end nuts and open-end nuts. This is a closed-end nut. It is very beautiful after installation, and the anti-rust performance is 5 stars. This is open-end nuts. The anti-rust performance is only 3 stars. You could see the difference between them. Which one do you like? For these two nuts, they look similar. Do you know the difference between them? This is a one-piece nut, and this is a two-piece nut with wedding cap. Do you know the difference between one-piece nut and two-piece nut? There is a picture to show it. Let me show you. For these nuts, total length is both 35, but for one-piece nut, the effective thread length is 28. There is a 7 millimeter space here. For two-piece nut, the effective thread length is 34, and there is only 1 millimeter space here. So for one-piece nut is stronger, and two-piece nut it has longer effective thread length. Which one do you like, one-piece nuts or two-piece nuts? some clients said, I like two-piece nuts, but I'm afraid that the cap will fall off. Like this. Cap is fall off. For Hongsheng and Junshi nuts, don't worry about it. We do a video.
The two-piece wedding nut.
We do a video for it. Please see.
Please look at the wedding part. You can see the wedding mark on it, right? Let me show another wedding nut from other factory. Look, the wedding mark is obvious. Let me show two nuts and compare them. You could see the difference between them. Our nut looks like a one-piece nut, right? Then I will put the nut in a socket. This is a steel bar. I will put it in nuts. Then we will use hammer to punch it. Steel bar go across the nut, but the cap don't fall down. The wedding parts don't move and fall off. Cap is wed tightly.
The video is finished, so you could see. Don't worry about our two-piece nuts. The cap will not fall down. For thread M12, M10, 1/2, you could choose these 20mm nuts. And if you thread it M14, 9/16, I recommend these nuts. Diameter is 23 and it is 7 spline. If you need longer nuts, we also have 2 length 51. This is a ET style nuts. It is open end, and we also could do close end. And this is longer spline nuts. And this one is XX longer nuts. If you left wheel hub and hub hole is deeper, you could choose this one. And for wheel bolt, we also have this for this left wheel bolt. This one is tuner nuts, tuner bolt, and this one is spline bolt. The diameter is also 20mm. Next, I will introduce a special nut for you. This is a special nut. Do you know the difference? Yes. The bottom is steel and top is aluminum cap. They match together. So this nut is strong and lightweight. Some clients said, I like this design and I want to know, do you have more design? Yes, we have. Let me show you. We have different design and different cap for these Magic series nuts and bolts. For the cap, we have different color. This is gold and this is purple. This is brown. This is pink and this is red. This is light blue, and this is deep blue, and this is green. Which color do you like? And for the cap, we also have different design. This is a one-piece cap, and you could print company logo here, and the material 7075. And this is a two-piece nuts with flat cap. And this is also two-piece nut with a sharp top. Now let me introduce the Magic series for you. This is a wheelboat with aluminum cap. The wheelboat is 12.9 grade, and the material SCM 440. This is aluminum cap with 7075. They match together, so the wheelboat is strong and lightweight. We also have a special design for you. This is nuts with aluminum cap. The nut material is SCM 435. These nuts could fit for American car, and if you have a European car, you could buy this series, and you could install this. We'll start here. This could change to a wheelboat, and it is fit for a European car. So if you have a European car and American car, you could buy this set. You could change it by yourself. For aluminum cap, we have different color, and for our steel nuts, we also have different color. This is chrome, and our chrome could pass over 72 hours salt and spray test. And there is 3 black here. There is 3 difference between these 3 black. First, the anti-rust performance is different. This is black chrome, and it could pass over 96 hours salt and spray test. And this is black electrophoretic. It could pass over 48 hours salt and spray test. This is matte black. It could pass over 200 hours salt and spray test. So for black chrome and matte black, it has better anti-rust performance. The second difference is color fastness. For black chrome and matte black, the color is fast, and even you lock it, there is no tear on the nuts. For black electrophoretic, it is a paint, so color is easy to peel. The third difference is color brightness. You could see black chrome is bright, and black electrophoretic, and matte black is matte. Which one do you like? You could tell me. Thank you. This is nuts for black chrome. Very beautiful and shiny. For electrophoretic, we also have other color, like blue electrophoretic. This is red electrophoretic. This is blue electrophoretic, light blue and very beautiful. Next, I will introduce another plating. We call it titanium. For titanium, the color fastness is good and it could also pass over 300 hours salt and spray test. This is pink titanium. This is neochrome titanium, and this is gold titanium. This is green titanium. Pink titanium, very beautiful, and many girls like it. This is gold titanium. This is neochrome, and we also call it rainbow titanium. Very beautiful and shiny. And this is gold titanium. My part is all, and next my colleague Carol will introduce the fold nuts for you. Welcome, Carol.
Hi everyone. Today I will introduce the luck nuts for fold. All of these nuts used on fold. You see it have open end like this, closed end like this. Also we have one piece like these nuts, this one. Also we have two pieces like nuts. Do you know the difference between them? Two piece lug nuts, the effective thread length will be longer than one piece lug nuts. If you want, please leave a message to us. Also, we have different colors like zinc, color zinc, chrome finish, blacking. Also, we have other finish. Later, I will introduce to you. These nuts are used on F150. These nuts are used on Focus, and these nuts are used on Van. If you like it, please leave a message to us. Also, these nuts are used on refitted cars. This is our chrome finish. You see, the surface is smooth, and also the coating is very thick. These three nuts, this one and this one and this one, all of them we have the whole set of mold. It will have a favorable, it will have a most favorable price. If you want, please leave a message to us. You will get a good price. And for our chrome finish, we have our own electric plating production lines. Also, we have two chrome production lines and two black chrome production lines. Let me show you the electric plating production lines. Electric plating quality is all price. Only Our factory has independent electric printing production line. We usually make 3 layers over nickel and 1 layer over chrome, and control the anti-rust performance over the product by detecting the thickness of a nickel layer and the functional difference between each layer. Our chrome plating products can pass a natural salt spray test for at least 72 hours and up to 418 hours. Our black chrome products can pass at least 300 hours of a natural salt spray test. This is our black chrome lug nuts. Therefore, the plating quality is our biggest advantage. You see, these nuts are 6th grade. These nuts are 10th grade. Do you know the difference between them? Lug nuts have 6th grade, 8th grade, and 10th grade. For 6th grade, we choose the material MLO8AL. For 8th grade, we choose the material 10B21. For 10th grade, we choose the material SCM435. Both customers choose 8th grade and 10th grade. We will do heat treatment. Our heat treatment needs 72 hours. Firstly, the temperature needs to be 100 degrees to 150 degrees. Products will stay there for 12 hours. And then products will need to cooling to normal temperature. Second, the temperature needs to be 300 degrees. Products will stay 12 hours, and then products will need to cooling to normal temperature. Third, the temperature needs to be minus 300 degrees. Products will stay there for 12 hours, and then products will need to recover to normal temperature. Extreme cold and hot, the nuts will be stronger. If you do heat treatment, the inner hole is green like this. If you don't do heat treatment, the inner hole is bright like this. Let him compare with them. These lug bolts also have 8.8 grade, 10.9 grade, and 12.9 grade. But our factory only do 10.9 grade and 12.9 grade, because 8.8 grade can't ensure the safety over the web. When customer choose 10.9 grade, we will use material SCM435. If customer choose 12.9 grade, we will use the material SCM440. Also customer choose 10.9 grade and 12.9 grade, we will do heat treatment. Then the wearables will be stronger. Maybe some customers want to know how to test the harness over lug nuts. Now let me show it to you.
We take 8 grade lug nuts and put it to the table. Fixed it. Then spin the disc. Let the point aim at 0. C is equal to 0 in the machine. Push the handle. Push the handle again. After all this, we will get the last data. The text data HRC is 36.5. The international standard is HRC 23-32. Our text data is better than standard. You see, this is text pointer.
Now let me show you the guillotine load.
Firstly, we take
lug
8
nuts.
grade lug nuts. Fixed it. The two sides need to be fixed. Now, the two sides are stretched up and down at the same time. It stretches 5 millimeters a minute. You see, the line is rising now. The data needs to up 79 kN. Then we can unload the boss. The data needs to return below 50 kN. Then we can take the nut off. Now we can take the nut off. Now we will use go-no-go gauge to test. The go gauge can pass easily. The no-go gauge can stop at once. After the test, all thread is complete. 79 kN. The data is the max value over tension stress in the text. It needs to keep 50 seconds.
Also, we have produced different floor type to protect the wire head. Let me show it to you. This is some of them.
行。看见。
For wire lock, we have 4 locks and 1 key, 4 locks and 2 key. Also, we have 5 locks and 1 key, 20 locks and 1 key. If you choose, please leave a message to us. Also, we can do packing for your requirement. This is Papiro one, blister with color card. Also, you can add your logo on it. Also, some customers will and his company information is on it. This one is color plastic box. The color could be white, orange, yellow, black, and so on. This is our keys. You see, it will key code on it. For all wire locker, this will have a card. You see, you can enter your logo or you can enter your key code on this. If you lose the keys, please tell me the key code. You will get the right key to open the wire lock. Maybe some customers think all steel lug nuts are heavy. I want to choose lighter materials. Let me choose aluminum lug nuts. This is all aluminum lug nuts. You can add your logo on it. The aluminum nuts, the weight is light. Also, we can provide a lot of different colors. Let me show it to you. This is green. This is gold. This is purple. This is brown. This is pink. This is red. This is sky blue. This is deep blue. Also, we can provide other colors. The aluminum lug nuts, the color fastness is very good. Also, it will don't rust. For the material we choose for aluminum lug nuts, we will choose the material 66-1 aluminum and 70-75 aluminum. The 70-70 aluminum, the strength is better than 66-1 aluminum. So some customers will choose 70-75 aluminum lug nuts to use in his racing cars. Next, I will introduce the titanium alloy lug nuts. This is titanium alloy lug nuts. Titanium alloy are used in reading, in play. It have a lot of this, advantages, and the strength is very good. Also better than steel lug nuts and aluminum lug nuts. Also the weight is light, like aluminum lug nuts, and it will don't rust. Also the color fastness is very good, but it have only disadvantages. Do you know it? If you know, please leave a message to us. The only one disadvantage is the price is most expensive. This is a package for titanium alloy lug nuts, the color box and the sponge. The sponge can protect the lug nuts. Now my part is all. Next, our workmate Tina will introduce the lug nuts for Toyota. Welcome to Tina.
Hello, everybody. It's my honor to introduce some Wearlock nuts and lug nuts for Toyota series. Look at those four beautiful color, beautiful nuts. They are all for Toyota series. Look at. They are for different Toyota cars. Look at these four nuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 nuts. They are very popular for Toyota cars. Many cars use these types. Both types are fit for Highland, IV4, and Wraith, also Camry, and Chrome. Yes, and this one is fit for Prado. Yes, and this one is fit for Land Cruiser, also Silver. Yes. Look at both nuts. They are all look similar, right? They look similar, yeah. But what difference are they? Can you see? Please compare the top. They are top. Yeah, obviously, this one with wedding marking. They're wedding marks. Yes. We call it because it combines open. Sorry, this one with wedding mark. Excuse me. This one with wedding mark. Then it combines open-end nuts and wedding cap. Yes, they wear each other. Wear together, right? And the cap is very firm. Even it is pierced with knife bar. The cap will not fall off. We call it two-piece type, and this one we call it one-piece type. Can you see? Also, another different. Can you see both? Another difference is this one with T and this one without T. Why? What means T? T means heat treatment. Why do heat treatment? Because heat treatment, this process will enhance. This process will reduce plasticity and brightness that caused by high temperature quenching and enhance flexibility. As our heat treatment need to do 72 hours. Firstly, the temperature will be 100 to 150 degrees. Then put there 12 hours, neutral cooling to normal temperature. Secondly, the temperature will be 300 degrees. Then put there 12 hours, neutral cooling to normal temperature again. Thirdly, the temperature will be minus 300 degrees, then put there 12 hours again, natural recover to the normal temperature. After extreme hot and colder, the temperature will be the product will be very stronger. Then our product is very strong, yes. And another difference, both of them, is the effective thread length. This one is a two-piece type, so the effective is only 1 millimeter shorter than total length. This total length is 37, so the effective thread length is 36 millimeter. And this one is one-piece type. The total length is 37 millimeter, but the effective thread length is 30 millimeter, just 30. Maybe you cannot understand clearly, so I will use the photo to show you. Look at this photo. This one is one-piece type. Then the effective length, thread length, is only 28 millimeter. One-piece walnut effective thread length is 7 millimeter shorter than total length. And this one is two-piece type, and the total length is 35 millimeter, and the effective thread length is 34 millimeter. Two-piece walnut thread length is only shorter 1 millimeter than total length. Okay, let me introduce grade. For Toyota magnets, we have 3 kinds of grade for Toyota stereo cars, stereo magnets. This one is 6 grade, 8 grade, and 10 grade, and there is different material, different Rockwell harness, also guarantee load. You can see, based on the same grade. For example, 10 grade, different thread length with different guarantee load. 10 grade, this one is this, and this one is this, and also this one is this. They are different, right? For obviously, 6th grade is much stronger than 8th grade is much stronger than 6th grade, and 10th grade is much stronger than 8th grade. You could choose it as a requirement. Okay, let me focus on the chrome plating for Toyota stereos. Can you see? Our chrome plating is consisted of 3 layers nickel, 1, 2, 3 layers nickel, and 1 layers chrome. And the semi-bright nickel is thickness is 30 to 20 mil, and the bright nickel is 30 to 21 mil, and the nickel sealing is 2 to 4 mil, and the chrome coating is 0.2 to 0.5 mil, and total plating thickness we promise more than and equal 28 mil. So our product is past 72 to 200 hours neutral salty spray testing. That's very anti-rust is very good. Here we take the report from SGS. Look at this. This one is SGS report, and even past 120 hours, no obvious change. Also, look at the nuts. After test 120 hours, no rust on the face, right? Very good quality. And the SGS report. Okay, let me introduce beautiful surface. for you. Wait a while. Look at this beautiful disc. Many colors on it. Very beautiful and shiny, right? Also many colors, very cool. This one is I introduced before chrome coating, and this one is black chrome, and this one is black electrophoretic. This one is matte black. Compared three black nuts. This one is more bright, and this one is in the middle, and this one is totally matte, right? About the anti-rust performance, this one is past 96 hours neutral sorting spray testing, and this one is past 48 anti-rust performance, and this matte black just pass 200 to 500 hours neutral sorting spray testing. Anti-rust performance is very good, right? Which types do you like? Okay. And the color fastness about this and both this and this are very firm. Color fastness is very good, but this one is not so good because it is paint, and the color will peel off if you knock it too hard or match the sharp things, right? And both colors are electrophoretic, and this one is blue electrophoretic, and this is red electrophoretic. Like I take this one. Look, charming, so charming, right? And these and these and these are color titanium. This one is rainbow titanium, and this one is gold titanium. Also, we call it chrome, new chrome coating. And this is gold titanium, and this is gray titanium. The titanium color fastness is also very good. It passed 200 hours neutral sorting spray testing. Anti-rust performance also good. So very good. Like this one. This is pink titanium, right? So bright. And this one is new chrome. Also, we call it rainbow titanium. The color is so cool. Okay, let me focus on the Magic series racing car nuts for Toyota. Look at these beautiful colors. Why we call it Magic? Because it is combined the steel nut with aluminum cap. The cap can be taken off. Look at this. The cap can take off. You can also add your logo on it, or material information or thread information on it, right? The cap is sharp, and it is made by 7075 aluminum, very strong and light. And inside the steel is 10 grade, and the material is SCM 435. It is kind of alloy steel, yes, very strong with heat treatment. It is perfect to use on the racing cars. Also, the color can be other colors. This one is pink, and this is rainbow Also, we call it new color. And this one is a light blue, and this is gold. This is purple. Also, we have the green color, orange color, and red. And this red color, look, oh, so fashionable, right? Do you want to take one set away? Okay. Let me focus on the wheel lock. Let me focus on the wheel lock systems for the Toyota series cars. Fulfilling the customer safety concerns and requests, Hongsheng produced 5 cans of anti-thief wheel lock system for Toyotas that fasten wheels at the same time protecting them from thieves. Look at this one. This one is A-type auto pattern type. This is the B-type tuner pattern type. This is the C-type auto pattern plus spinning sleeve. And this one is D-type tuner pattern plus spinning sleeve. And this one is E-type tuner pattern plus revolving hanks as type. Do you guess which types are more anti-thief performance? Have more anti-thief performance? Can you guess? My answer is C and D and E. Why? Let me show you photo. Because C and D type with a fixed free spinning sleeve, which will spin when you try to move it with pliers. Placed on a wheel, it is nearly impossible to remove the lock without the prop key. Look at this. This is the 360-degree revolving. You can see the revolving ring enhance anti-thief application. That's why C and D is more anti-thief. How about the E-type? Because this E-type, the hex part, the top part will revolving too. When you use the plier to open it, the deepest pattern is not removed, but this top side will remove, right? That's why E also anti-thief performance have more anti-thief performance. And many clients will ask which types have more durable to use. Can you guess? My answer is A and C. A and C, because other types, the patterns deeper, depth of the pattern is not deep, and the pattern is so narrow, right? And when you force it too hard or use it too many times, the pattern it will be easy to change and damage transfer. That's why A and C just avoid such problems. You can see the pattern is so deep, right? So deep. And the depth of the pattern, and the pattern's bearing area of the pattern is too large, right? That's why I choose A and C. And every lockers need a special key to installation and remove. Look, like this. The key and the lock fit perfectly, neither tight nor loose. There's no gap between each other. Also, every key have the key code on the top. Can you see? the key code is unique. Yes, it is easy to key identification and replacement. So we recommend you order 2 keys if you want to order locks. Like this. Like this. Look at this. Can you see clearly? Look at this. This one is have the 2 keys inside, right? As I recommend. Yes, you can add your information and a website or other information you want to add on the top, on the front or the back side, right? Can you see here? Most important thing is the important thing is this card. Why? Because this card can help you. Let me explain for you. This card, when you lose all the keys, this card will help you find the correct key code. You can write the key code on it. Yes, all your company informations. Then we will check the record and find your record. So send you the correct key code to open your locks, right? It is very important. So we recommend you keep it well. Put it on your cars, in your cars somewhere, or in your home. Okay. These books can be other colors, such as red, black, blue, white, also orange. Okay. And this one is 4 lockers plus 2 keys, list packing, right? You also can add information on it or backside, also barcode, also QR code. And this type also 4 lockers plus 2 keys. And adding information, website, spreader size, also other information on the front or the back side, right? This one is very special. It can stand on the desk. Can you see? Very beautiful, right? Okay, let me introduce the patterns for lock. As you know, we have 5 kinds of wheel lock systems for Toyota cars, but we cannot take all of them to here, so I just take a few. Those are for B and D typers. Those patterns are for B and D typers. Look, very beautiful and shiny. Okay. For example, this one is our turtle pattern, and we have every pattern can have 4 changes like this. Can you see? They are a little different each other. Maybe you cannot identify them by eyes very quickly, so you could choose our keys to help you find the correct pattern. because the key code is unique, as I said before. Unless the wear lock for the aftermarket, we also have the wear lock for the original lock key set for client, like this. This one is for Toyota, and we add our Ponison blend on it. Look at them. They have it have 10 kinds of patterns, various patterns, and each key have the key code on the top. Can you see? Besides Toyota cars, we also have other cars. We also for original lock key set for all the cars. Let me show you. Wait while. Look, this is very fashionable. It is our catalog. If you like it, just leave message here. We will send you catalog right now, okay? Here, from the page 19 on, they are all for the original key sets, such as BMW, Volvo, also Mercedes-Benz, or other types like Jeep, and so on. You could choose it by yourself. Just leave message here right now, okay? Oh, you can choose very beautiful lug nuts and lockers. Also bolts, spacers, and central hub ring. Yes, centric rings for you. Okay. Thanks for your watching. My colleague Leo will introduce advantage for chrome coating, and Joy will introduce rear spacers and our company information for you. Okay, bye bye.
Hello everyone, this is Leo from Ponison, and thank you for Tina's introduction for our package and other information for the products. And next, I will introduce our unique advantages, the electroplating quality, and the potential difference. And many customers told me that they usually purchase the wear lug nuts, and the wear lug bolts are very easy to peel off and very easy to rest. And first we will see these pictures. Could you see these pictures in my hand? And on my left one, can you see? This surface is very easy to rest. And also, this surface is easy to peel off. And do you also have the same problems with this? Could you see these pictures? This wear lug nuts, the surface has rest. Could you see it? And also this one. So what's the problem caused this? The first one is that their electroplating quality is not up to standard, and their potential difference is also not up to standard, and their electroplating quality is not very well. So how we should testing the electroplating quality and the potential difference? And we usually have three methods. The method is the NSS test, the name is the natural source free test, the CSS test, and the CSS test. But these three tests will cost us a lot of time and waste us a lot of energy. So our company have an instrument, and the instrument usually cost us about 5 to 10 minutes. So we can easily judge whether the electroplating quality and the potential difference is up to standard or not. Okay, next I will first introduce our electroplating layer for you. Could you see it in my hand? You see? This is the layer, and the first The main material of the wear-like nuts is the steel, and the first layer is the nickel layer. The name is semi-bright nickel layer, and the second layer is the bright nickel layer. Also, the third layer is the high sulfur nickel layer. The fourth one is the chromium layer. Also, if you want to produce the black chrome one, the red one, the blue one, both okay. We can meet your needs. And thank you for your watching. And if you have any problems, you can contact us. My colleagues will send you our catalog after we finish this live show. And you can also leave a message, your WeChat, your WhatsApp. We can both connect you. Okay, this is all the electroplating layer for our wear-like nuts. And next, I will show you how we will do the experiment. I will first expand the progress for you. Could you see these pictures? And we first will use the first chemical layer to reach with the chromium layer. And this chemical layer called the Kg2. And when the Kg2 reaches the nickel layer, the first chemical reaction will be finished, and that we can first read the date for the nickel layer. And next, we will use the Kg10 to react with the nickel layer. And when the Kg10 reaches the steel, and this second chemical reaction will be finished, and then we can read the date for the thickness of the potential difference and the thickness for the nickel layer. And you know, the chromium is usually for decontamination, and the chromium layer is usually for the production. So usually the nickel layer will be more important, and we should control the thickness of the nickel layer very well. Next, many customers told me that they didn't understand what does the potential difference mean, and also I will explain this for you. Okay, now could you see these pictures in my hand? You see, this one has potential difference, and this one has no potential difference. Could you guess which one will make our wear-like nut surface more stronger and more firmer? If you think the potential difference one, you can print one, and if you think the no potential difference one, you can print two. Okay, now yes, I see many customers told me that they print one. They think the potential difference one will make our surface more stronger and more firmer. Yes, could you see it? This layer by layer is fixed with together. Could you see it? And this no potential difference just puts the layers with together. To see easily, if we control the potential difference very well, it's just like our 10 fingers to fix with together. Could you see it? If we fix it together, it is not very easy to make out of them. And if we didn't control the potential difference very well, just like our two hands to put with together. Could you see? If you want to make out of them, it's very easy. So control the potential difference is also very important in our whole electroplating. And next, I will show you the video for the experiment we done yesterday to testing the thickness and the potential difference. And next, we will see the video. Now let's start our experiment. And first, this is our instrument, and this one is the Kg2 to react with the chromium layer, and this one is Kg10 to react with the nickel layer. Okay, later we will read the date from this computer for the thickness, for the thickness and the potential difference. Okay, now our workers will first fix our wear-like nuts on the instrument. Then we will put the Kg2 to react with the chromium layer. And when the Kg2 reaches the nickel layer, the first chemical reaction will be finished. Okay, now let's start the chemical reaction. Can you see? There's a line moved very smoothly. This means the first chemical reaction has been finished. And When the line has upwards, this means the first chemical reaction has been finished. And the whole experiment will cost us about 10 more minutes. But if you choose the Weilach nuts from other manufacturers, the whole experiment will only cost about 3 to 4 minutes. That's because our thickness is very thick and our potential difference is controlled very well. Okay, now we see the first chemical reaction has been finished because the line has upwards, and now we can read the date. Can you see the thickness is 0.52 millimeter, and this one is the thickness for the columnar layer. Okay, now we will start the second chemical reaction. We first will use the distilled water to wash the instrument. And when we finish the washing, we will put the KG10 to react with the nickel layer. And just like I introduced to you, the nickel layer has 3 layers: the bright nickel layer, the semi-bright nickel layer, and high sulfur nickel layer. So this chemical reaction will have 3 times. Okay, now we start the second chemical reaction. Okay, now we see the line has moved very smoothly. This means the second chemical reaction has been finished. Okay, we should be more patient because usually we use 3 methods to testing the thickness of the layer and the potential difference. That is the NSS test. The NSS test, the name is the natural source free test, and the CSS test and the CASS test. These 3 tests will cost us about several days or even 100 hours. This will waste us a lot of time and energy. So if you just use our instrument, it costs us about 10 more minutes, and we can read the date to see the thickness and the potential difference is up to standard or not. If not, we can remake the Weilach nuts and the Weilach bolts. And later I will show you our standard for the thickness and the potential difference. Okay, now we see the line has moved very smoothly, and this means now the KG10 has reacted with the bright nickel layer, and later when the line has upwards, this means the KG10 has reached the semi-bright nickel layer. And later we can see whether this Weilach nuts is up to standard or not. Okay, now we see the line has upwards. This means the first chemical reaction has been finished and the second chemical layer has begun. The KG10 now reached the semi-bright nickel layer. And you know, the chrome layer is usually for decrimination and the nickel layer is usually for production. So the nickel layer thickness is usually more important for the whole produce our Weilach nuts. The surface is not very easy to rest or peel off. And many customers told me that they didn't understand the potential difference very well. And you know, the potential difference can make our surface more firmer and more stronger, and it can delay our crushing time. So control the potential difference is also very important, like I just explained it for you. Control the potential difference where it's just like our 10 fingers to fix with together. This means to make out of our hands is not very easy. And if you didn't control the potential difference very well, it's just like 2 hands to put with together. And 2 hands to put with together, it is very easy to make out of them. So control the potential difference where is very important for the whole electroplating. That can make our surface not very easy to rest and easy to peel off. Okay, you see now the line has upwards and moved very smoothly, and later the second chemical layer will be finished, and we can read the date and type it. and to see whether it's up to standard or not. And usually the standard for the potential difference is 120 to 180, and later we can see whether the potential difference is up to standard or not. And the potential difference is usually very important for the whole electroplating. It can make our surface not very easy to rest and not very easy to peel off. It can delay our crashing time, and you can use the wear lug nuts and the wear lug bolts for a very long time. This one will be very helpful for the whole purchase when you for the whole progress when you purchase the wear lug nuts and the wear lug bolts, even from our factory or other manufacturers. So you see, if we need the good quality for the electroplating, we should make the thickness more thick, and the potential difference should up to standard. Okay, now the layer thickness is 15.6 millimeter, and the hole thickness is 42.1 millimeter, and later we can read the standard. Okay, now we will read the potential difference. It is 177.29, and just like I say, the standard is 120 to 180, so this one is up to our standard. Okay, now the whole experiment has been finished, and our workers will pick up of the wear lug nuts and show it to you. Could you see? There's a small little hole on the top of the wear lug nuts. Can you see there's a small little hole? And when we use our fingers to touch with it, we will feel there's a small little hole. This means we rarely do this experiment just now, to testing the thickness and the potential difference. Okay, now this is the whole progress for our experiment. Okay, now we just see the videos for the whole progress of the experiment, that how our company testing the electroplating quality and the potential difference. And just like the experiments told us that there's a standard, and many customers didn't very understand what does the standard mean. So next I will tell you about our standard, and I first tell you about the potential difference. The standard is 120 to 180, and next I will show the standard for the thickness. And can you see these pictures in my hand? The standard for the CMOS bright nickel layer, the standard is 13 to 20 millimeter, and the bright nickel layer is 13 to 21 millimeter, and the nickel sealing should be 2 to 4 millimeter, and the chrome thickness should be 0.2 to 0.5 millimeter. Also, the total plating thickness should more than 28 millimeter. And just like I mentioned the NSS test, the name is natural soft spray test. This test our company can pass more than 72 hours to 200 hours. Also, if you want the black chrome one, we can also even produce a wear lug nuts past more than 500 hours. So that's all for my today's introduction for the electroplating quality and the potential difference. And if you have any problems, you can leave your message, and if you are interested in our wear lug nuts, you can also leave your email address, your WeChat, and your WhatsApp. Next, I will invite my colleague Joy to introduce our company introduction and the wear spacers for you. And thank you for your watching. We will see you in the next time.
Hi, this is Joey, And thanks for Leo's introduction. If you have any question, please leave us a message. And if you are interested in our products, you can also follow us. You will find many kinds of products videos on our YouTube channel. And if we have the new products or some new promotion, we will send you messages. And if you have any other questions you want to you want to check our catalog or some others, you can also contact us. Our sales will send you the details. Today I will introduce our wheel spacers. Let me show you how the wheel spacers installed on the wheels. This is the wheel spacer installed on the wheels, and this is the before installation. This is after the installation. You see the obvious difference between the after and before installation is the tire is wider. By belting the wheels offset and pushing the wheel from the chassis, the wheel spacer can reduce the body roll and can improve the tire's lateral grip. The tires are more even loading, which can load a car handling and also a fast acceleration out of the corner. This is the difference. And now I will show you our production process of our wheel spacers, and you will find the details that how we produce it and more details.
First, we need to prepare the material, the real aluminum bars, 6061 or 7075 aluminum. Then cutting it into the raw material disc. This is always depends on the thickness as you need. Second, we process the raw disc into the general shape. In this process, it needs 1,600 tons of forging strength, and the 6061 and 7075 are quite different in this process. 6061 only need one time forging, but because 7075 is harder, it always needs two times forging, which can make it finished. It needs forging, then softens by heating, and forging. Then we will get the general shape of the 7075 aluminum. And we also need to cut the extra set pieces, including the chamfering and the deburring. You will get the final general shape. This is 6061. And this is 7075. And the third, all spacers need to go through the heat treatment. 6061 need 2 or 3 hours, and 7075 always need 4 to 6 hours. And then they need natural cooling to 0 degree in 12 hours in a closed environment to make it the highest durability. And after the heat treatment, we need finish machining according to the drawing paper, including the PCD, CB sizes, and also the bolt holes and the stamps. This produced process is produce the bolt holes. And they also need repeatedly produced in CNC machine. We need to make it the most smooth and without any turning marks. And after the final machining, they will go to the oxidation to anodize the colors. And after all these production process, there are only some customization left, like the laser marking. And stamping the studs. And after all these, the wheel spacers will go packing. In this process, we need to make sure all our workers wear the gloves to avoid the dust on the wheel spacers. And we also put the sleeves on the bolt because we have two pieces in one box. We need to avoid the scratcher with each other. This is a whole produce process of our wheel spacers. Thanks for your watching.
That's the production process of our wheel spacers. I wish it will make a little clear for you. Maybe you still have the questions is why I choose your company, why didn't buy it from others. Actually, we still have many advantages. The first is our materials. I believe that you may notice in the previous videos,
you may notice that all our wheel spacers are made of 6061 and 7075 aluminum. 6061 is most commonly used in the wheel spacers, and the 7075 have a higher performance, which is mostly used in the construction of the aircraft. If you want a higher performance for your wheel spacers, I believe that 7075 is always your best choice. But no matter 6061 and 7075, all our materials are from the real aluminum bars with the real cold forged. The biggest difference between the cold forge and the casting is the cold forge can improve the construction of the materials, which make it more harder and more durable. But if it's a casting, it may have a potential risk of the wick or the brick in your usage. So I believe that in your purchasing, you may need to confirm that the wheel spacer or adapter you buy from the real aluminum with the real cold forged. And the material after the heat treatment, the spacer are more are much harder or stronger, which will have no potential risk of the fracture during your driving. This is our first advantage, and our second advantage is our CNC machining. I think that you may notice in our previous video that all our wheel spacers are repeatedly produced in the CNC machine, because we need to ensure that all our wheel spacers have no turning marks and all our bolts have the highest accuracy. You see, I think you may notice that all our wheel spacers have a really smooth surface with no turning marks. Let me show you a difference between ours with others. This one is from other factories. I'm not sure that if you can check it easily, that it have the obvious turning marks on it, and this is ours, which has a really smooth surface. This is the difference. And due to the repeatedly producing in the CNC machine, that also make our third advantage successfully. Our third advantage is our oxidation. All our wheel spacers are soft anodized, which have the most vivid color, with also which is also not easy to rust or fade off. You can see it's really vivid color. Yeah, and our fourth advantage is our wheel studs. Wheel studs is also very important in the wheel spacers, because if the stud is not stronger or easy to weak, it will have the biggest danger in your usage. Like if it's broke, maybe your tires have the risk to broke. So we need to make sure that all our wheel studs are made of the best quality with the best production process. You see, this is our wheel studs. This is our wheel studs, and you can see not only the material, also the surface. The thread is really smooth. All our wheel studs are made of the ICM 435 and SCM 440, which the mechanical performance can reach the 10.9 grade and 12.9 grades. We refuse to use 40 CR, which the mechanical performance may be only 8.8 grade. It's not only the hardness but also the flexibility. If in the 10.9 grade required use the range, the 40 CR may have the potential risk of the fracture. So we use the SCM 435 is because not only the hardness but also the flexibility is much better than the 40 CR. So we only use the SCM 435 and SCM 440. And after the 72 hours heat treatment, it will have the most durabilities for our wheel studs. And also, like I introduced before, that our thread is really smooth, because we need to make sure our thread also have the highest accuracy. We need to make sure our wheel studs have the best combination with the wheel hubs. If we want to make it have the highest accuracy, we need to make it have the professional thread checker is like these two. These go checker and no go checker. We need to make sure our thread can go through the go checker, totally go through the go checker. And also we need to make sure our wheel studs not through the no go checker. See? Not only for the thread checking after the production. During the production, we also need to check that our thread can match the go checker and no go checker. And after all these advantage, we also have some customization for the shoes. Like the first is our special nose. These special notes is our customers is like to choose because it can increase the friction, which is not easy to grip, and also like this step. This depends on your wheel hubs. Maybe your wheel hubs using the centric rings, you don't need to these steps. But if you want to save the centric rings, you may choose these steps. And also these these laser logo information, like your company name and also the material and others, PCD, CB sizes. These are customization you can choose to produce on your wheel spacers. And this is a brief introduction of our wheel spacers. And before that, we also have the introduction of our lug nuts, lug bolts, and also wheel locks. If you have any questions, you can leave us a message. These are only part of our products. We also have many other products. Let me show you our sample room video, and you will find if there is any other products can meet your need.
This is our office. And on our left hand is our meeting room. This is our sales department. And this is our sample room. You will find all kinds of our products in it. And on the right hand, you will find our display stand and also our lug nuts, bolts, locks, and wrench tools. And on the left hand is our package collection for wheel locks and Megan series. this part is our wheel spacers. And this is our display stand. You will find that our aluminum lug nuts installed on the wheel hubs. And this part is our lug nuts, bolts, and locks. The first part is our lug nuts. You will find various types of lug nuts, including the cone seat, bolt seat, open end, close end, hack lug nuts, flat with washer, extended lug nuts, and also our hot selling lug nuts, spline lug nuts. And the second part is our lug bolts. You will find various surface treatment and sizes. And the third part is our wheel locks. We have many patterns like auto patterns and tuner patterns with or without sleeves. And these are our wrench tool sets. We also accept customizations. And these are our original lock nut keys. We have a Mercedes, Audi, BMW, and Volkswagens. We also have other types. About the surface treatment for our lock nut keys, we have the chrome and the black electrophoretic. And these are our mounting cover lug nuts and bolts, including the steel lug nuts, aluminum, and titanium. This part is our steel lug nuts. We have various colors. You can choose the colors you want to decorate your cars. And these are our aluminum lug nuts. And these is titanium lug nuts. And the first part is our package collection for our wheel locks. The commonly used in the package is the plastic box and the blister package. And the packing pattern is also have the 4 locks with 1 key, 4 locks with 2 keys, and also 5 locks with 1 keys. We also accept the customization for the package of the wheel locks. And this part is our Megan series and also the aluminum lug nuts. This package collection is including the color box and the blister package. And most patterns are 20 with 1 key or 2 keys. These are mostly sold on the Amazon or eBay market. These are our display stands for our hot sales lug nuts, new products, and also fashionables. First, our hot sales, you will find it's the spec head with the Neo surface treatment. It has a good market in US or Canada. And these are our new products. It has the aluminum cap with the steel bottom, which is for the Toyota cars. And these are our fashionables, which is also known as the Megan series. The cap is aluminum, and the bottom have the nuts and the bolts. It has the various patterns for the Megan series. And this part is our wheel spacers and wheel adapters. We have various sizes and various surface treatment. All our surface treatment is the soft anodized with the oxidation. The color is quite vivid. And these are our certifications, including the ISO 9001, TS1 16949, and SGS BB. These certification, these kind of the guarantee for your purchasing. This is our sample rooms, including most of our products.
This is the production of our sample room. If the video is not clear for you, you can check our YouTube channel. All these videos are in there. And you can also, if you're also curious about our company strengths, you can also check it in there. And sorry. If you have any other questions, please leave us messages. And if you have also other questions after you check the videos, you can also contact us. Our next lab will be in our next Friday. And if you're still curious about our other products, you can also check our live stream. Thanks for your today's watching, and see you next time. Bye.
为什么这个人